judgment is a court judgment. I'm not to interpret it, but the Constitution we swore to uphold. I can speak to the Constitution. And the Constitution says that when once you're elected, you enjoy immunity. And Supreme Court says votes cast in an election belong to the candidates. And that's why you have qualifications of a candidate and not qualifications of a political party. I want to thank the PDP and even the man that boasted that he did that such a job. If the people that crucified Christ knew that it would bring salvation to the whole world, they wouldn't have done that. So it is likened to the hatchet man that boasted. It's likened to Judas Iscariot. What qualifies you? Just because you're packing money that is public fund, not intellectual material, but just packing money from public funds, and you are boasting about it. Otherwise, whom were you? I became a billionaire at the age of 25. I've worked all my life, and I've asked him to come for public debate. I do not commission 3.4-kilometer road. I commission 35-kilometer roads. I commission twin flyovers running to 1 kilometer. I commission mega projects with little resources. So if he says he has done well and there is Mr. This or that, let him come for public debate.
Honestly, I don't know the problem of UMAHI. If somebody said he has done something in the state, why do you want to debate with the person? You should go and settle yourself your case in court, or you wait for court judgment. Now you have been sacked because the second whatever you said, they should allow you to stay for some days. It did not even still favor you. So I don't know why the comparison. Instead of, if you want to talk, you talk. You call the name. But of course, everybody knows that he's talking about Governor WIKE. If Governor WIKE wants to hit him now, then we'll call his name directly. So, whether you became billionaire at the age of 25 or at the age of when you were not even conceived in your mother's womb, you became billionaire, it is irrelevant. I think what is giving you problem now, even if you think you have done much or done well in your state, what is giving you problem is greed, because you believe you can get you want to be president. That is why you defected. It is your defection now that is really causing wahala, because he did not tell you to go and defect. Nobody's talking about how you stole money or how you are corrupt. Well, all of those things will be made known after you leave office, because that is what they always brag of. See what is happening to Obiano now. Everybody was saying, yes, he tried. There were a lot of little talks here and there about corruption and what have you, because it is a normal thing. You must hear this kind of a thing among all these politicians. But now that he left office, we can see the extent of damage of which he has done to the state. So if you say you commissioned 30-something kilometers, at the end of the day, time would say. But the bone of contention now is you defecting to APC. Nobody disturb you. Nobody said you shouldn't have defected, but you should leave the mandate, leave their property for them, and move on. There's no way the party will hold you down that, you have to stay back. You don't need to stay back. If you know that you are tired of the party, leave their vote for them and go. And he's trying to tell us that the votes belong to the candidates, not the party. The whole thing is intertwined. It's just like twins, using the same placenta. So the candidates might be right, the party might be right. So you can't separate the two of them. The two of them must go along the distance. Somebody was asking that the return of certificates or whatever that they usually give to him, that INEC usually give to him after they win an election, is it based on PDP or based on its own individual distance? So you can't escape it. Both the PDP and yourself, you are joined together, but you can only leave. They will lose you, and they will still have their votes, but they cannot lose you and lose their vote. That is the bone of contention here. Unless this thing is going to change, the law is going to change, or the constitution is going to change. So all of these statements you are making, you can see from his voice, he's not happy. He's even crying within. There's nothing to debate. It is to debate, not to debate what you have done in the state or what WIKE has done in his own state. That is not what we are talking about. You are in your own place. He's in his own place. It is PDP that has taken you to court. So, and it's based on what you caused by yourself. Because if you have stayed back in that party, I'm not sure you are going to be going through all of these things. And also, the president's whatever that you because they deceived you, you want to get. Initially, you were denying that it was not because of the presidency or whatever you want to get that made you to defect, but now it's becoming clearer, because I see no reason why you should go there. I see no reason why you should go there. If really you have that intellectual capacity, I'm sure you'd have read the handwriting on the wall. You'd have seen that they were deceiving you. But see what is happening now. Well, Billionaire and Oliver the Cool did not mention your name back then. Ogbeni rest. All of una too sabi lie. Yeah, all of them are the same. He was never a billionaire at 25. He might have few millions, but not a billionaire. UMAHI graduated from ESUT in 1987 at the age of 24. NYC at the age of 25 in 1998. So when did he become the billionaire that he's talking about? Well, he was never a billionaire. That is a fact. Even Dangote doesn't even boast on television about his riches. How many companies have you built in Ebonyi State when even your close relatives are suffering? You are here boasting that you have billions. What profits do you make out of your boast? Because it's speaking out of frustration, because it is uncalled for whether you be a billionaire. That is not the bone of contention. He's speaking out of frustration. From his voice, he's really frustrated, and that is why he's spewing all that is spewing out of his mouth. He's just arrogant, cheeky, and full of himself. Maybe because the naira has little or no value. That is why a public servant like himself can publicly talk of talk of being a billionaire. Here talk, mature man go dey talk like this. You can imagine, and you want to be a Nigeria president. Shame on you. Well, folk, stop showcasing your ignorance in public. Being a millionaire or billionaire doesn't require a university degree. It requires a good understanding. But that is not what we are talking about. We are talking about the APC that he come to. That is just the whole thing. Whether a billionaire, that one cannot even save him now, because he's a billionaire or he was a billionaire. He's not even it's not going to help him. He's not going to make him not to be sacked if he, at the end of the day, the case get to the right place or the final stage. It's not going to stop it. So guys, leave your comment down there below and let's have your take.